The way I started going to Love Chapel Hill was in the fall of 2009. It was the fall of my freshman year, the same year that Love Chapel Hill started. And I was walking down Franklin Street with a couple of friends at night, and we were talking about this event that we had been to about other religions. And this guy came up behind us on the street corner and said, "Hey, I don't mean to be creepy, but I overheard you all talking about faith, and I'm starting a church in the Varsity Theater on Franklin Street, and you should come check it out." And so that creepy guy was Matt. And we went ahead and checked out the church on Sunday, and it was during a time when we were checking out a lot of different churches and kind of figuring out, like what community was going to be like in college. And for me, the reason that it became my church home was that I just really had a strong sense of the Holy Spirit's presence there. And even though sometimes it was actually really hard, I loved being there because I felt like I just had these really genuine encounters with God.
I kind of started coming to Love Chapel Hill when I was in undergrad. I wasn't a Christian, even though I had grown up in the church. And Love Chapel Hill was this place I was kind of, searching, trying out a bunch of different things, both within and outside the church. And Love Chapel Hill was this place I could sneak in the back and leave without anybody seeing me. I remember folks like Robbie Barnes telling me they would try to catch me, and I would just sort of beeline towards the door. But my junior year of college, when I became a believer, it became the church that I was kind of first saved in, the church I was baptized in, the church we ended up being married at, and the people who were my first community, my first Christian community as a new believer. And then now being there 8-9 years, it's kind of funny how as my walk has gone through different seasons and going from that place where I had all that fervor and excitement to more tough seasons, I went from feeling a lot of belonging at Love Chapel Hill to maybe starting to feel some disconnect and some feelings of do I really belong here? There's been people at Love Chapel Hill's consistently reached back out to me, even sometimes, a lot of times, people who are new to the church who just kind of reach back out to me with that fresh sense of hospitality and invitation and grace.
And then for me personally, something that has meant a lot has just been their presence, the church's presence in important moments of my life, whether that was when Joe and I got married or when my father passed away. But just the gathering around and the walking with is something that I really value about Love Chapel Hill.